Hi guys, I'm going to show you in this video how I set up my academic passion planner and some of the stickers that I've made for myself this year. I usually choose one color theme that I try to stick with in the planner, and these are the colors that I chose this year. I thought they went really nice with the goal-getter gray of the academic passion planner. And choosing a color theme is also my trick to not spend too much money on markers. I also have some of the stationery tools I always use. I have a pencil and my favorite gel pen. It's a Pilot G2 in .38. I have some washi tape. I don't think I actually used them in this video, but I'll show you how I use those later. I have some post-its that I found in the similar color theme that I chose. This circular card that I use as a template. And I also have a ruler to cut my lengths. This year I also got the monthly tabs in the flush that will help to separate the months, and there's also some extra that you can use for your back pages. And I really like the flush ones because, you know, they lay flat and they don't get, you know, as bent as my other ones did last year. So I'm just sticking those on for each month, and I really like how they came out. I keep the last four for my end pages to separate the sections that I use at the end. I started making some stickers this year also, and so I have a future log that I got from bullet journaling. I use that to cover the calendar portion of the planner. I noticed since this is an academic planner, I really don't use the calendar section as much since it has, you know, 2 full years in there, and I just need August to August. And so I use these stickers to cover that. Well, I do think the future log makes better use of this space. I can write important dates or plans or goals that I have for the month, and there's really not that space on the calendar that the passion planner comes with. And I print everything on a removable matte sticker that's really easy to write on, and then if you also have some issue putting it down, you can take it up pretty easily. You can see on this page I had to take it up and reapply. And though I do really prefer the future log for these 2 pages, I still like a calendar, and so I just use the calendar app on my phone. I take a screenshot and just use Procreate to make like a 1-page calendar that you see here that goes from August to August, which is the dates of the planner. And now back to my front pages. I just made some artwork of the hijabi protester, and I made a background of the same color theme to keep at the front. And I also printed some of the I wanted to focus on for this year. It's Stand Firmly for Justice, which is from the 4th chapter of the Quran, from Surat An-Nisa. And the full ayah is, stand out firmly for justice as witnesses to Allah, even as against yourselves or your parents or your kin, and whether it be against the rich or poor, for Allah is the better protector of both. Follow not your personal prejudices, lest you swerve, and if you distort justice or decline to do justice, verily Allah is well acquainted with all that you do. I also made this bookshelf sticker to put in my back pages. I do have a goal to read more this year, and so I made this shelf sticker. It has 4 shelves, and I want to separate it into religious studies books, professional development books, Black history and Black authors, and art instruction. And so I'm hoping that this will help me track my progress and just give me a visual of how I'm doing with that goal this year. Okay, and a few more stickers for my front and back pages. You have to forgive me, I'm just sitting with a huge pile of stickers next to me, and I'll be flipping all over the place to decide where to put them. But for my passion roadmap, I did make Quran stickers in my same color theme. I have some large and some small, and here I just put the large one so that I can write what my goal is. It is to memorize Juz Amma and to memorize the first ayat of Surah Kaf. And then I have the smaller stickers that I'll use throughout the planner once I memorize a new chapter. I have a Juz Amma tracker I've made, and it has the dates, lessons, teacher, and what I'm working on memorizing. I haven't started with this yet because I'm starting with Surah Kaf first, but I'm really looking forward to using this tracker once I get to it. We'll be like checking off the surahs on the map as we go through them. And I originally saw an Amma tracker like this on Raising Omar, and I thought it was such a neat idea. My next sticker I made is a drawing of a ghee that I made smaller stickers as well, so I can, put that in my daily spread on days that I'm training. Right now, of course, because of social distancing and COVID-19, we can't really use the gyms like we used to, but I'm really looking forward to being able to train again. And so if we do get back into the gym, I'll use these pages to write like the sequences that we're working on when we are training jiu-jitsu. I'm really happy with how these drawings came out. This sticker is the banner that is on my Etsy shop, and I wanted to use some of these grid pages at the back to do some finance and business tracking. So I think I'll just write like what my expenses are and how many sales I'm making from my Etsy. And these front pages kind of just tell you the story of Passion Planner and how to use it. Since I've been using this planner for 5 years, I think I can just cover them. So I got this printout from the Productive Muslim Company. They're free downloads that really help to organize your time and keep you mindful of how you're spending your time. So this one is called the 21 Easy Barakah Experiments, and it's just reminders of different ways that you can get blessings throughout your day by following different sunnahs or traditions of the prophets. And the next one that I have is the daily routine of the prophet. So there's this wheel that shows you in 24 hours of the day what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was doing, and how it's just a good reminder of like how he had a very balanced life, how he had time for work, for family, for ibadah. And so we can kind of reflect on how we spend our time and get, inspiration from the prophets, peace be upon them. They have these wheels that you can use for yourself, and each little tooth is a 10-minute period of time, so you can put in your schedule and try to, emulate what the prophet was doing so that we can get the most out of our days as well. And so you can use it to really like plan your days around your prayers. I didn't fill it out here because in August I started a new job and I was kind of unsure of my schedule, but it was really really helpful for me. For my front page again, I have a few ayah that I printed that I wanted to focus on, and so I'm adding those here. Okay, here I have another free download. This is a daily cleaning checklist from acleanbee.com, and it basically just like separates different parts of your house for different days so that you can be sure that you have like a habit of keeping tidy. I have never completed an entire week after having this checklist in my planner for like 2 years now, but it is still really helpful and a really good reminder for me, so I wanted to keep that in my planner as well. Okay. Here are the smaller crayons that I made to track as I finish either like Jews by Jews or as I memorize chapters throughout the year. I printed some family pictures. I have a 52-week savings jar, a weekly habit tracker, some Montessori toys, a few more jujitsu stickers of the gi, and also the hijabi jujitsu icons. And then of course I also have the Ibadah tracker that I've shared with you on Instagram. And this one is available on the Etsy shop. It's called Ibadah Tracker Download. Another tracker I have is like a 3-month planner of what my 3-month intentions are, and it also has like what intentions and what du'as I'm making in order to complete them. I think that's really important to also like focus your prayer around the goals that you're setting so that you can get as much help as possible to accomplish them. And here I'm just kind of playing around with where to place them. I made them like the same size as those boxes at the left for a medium size fashion planner, but since August has the bottom week empty, I will just put them both on this side, I think. Okay, and finally I'll show you how I make one of the spreads at the blank pages at the end of the planner. This is a year in review, and I just use this cardstock circle I found from the Box of Manners children's game. I'm just going to put 6 or 7 months per page, and each month I'll just write what my favorite memories were, what I'm most grateful for in each circle. So first I'm just outlining each month, and I'm writing in cursive at the bottom of the circle, and then outlining, and I'm just writing a year full of blessings there. Okay, thank you so much for watching. You can see some of the stickers I showed you today on my Etsy shop, and please comment below if you'd like to see any other stickers or journaling tools, especially for Quran tracking and Hifdh tracking. Take care and take care of each other. Bye.